Hello everybody, Raven Knight here. Thank you so much for tuning in to my now monthly update series. Yeah, we thought about it and decided the best thing we could do is probably switch to doing this kind of thing monthly instead of weekly, because that way monthly I have a lot more to talk about and I can justify the length of these videos. So, without wasting any more time, let's first get into the show. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. My goal this month is to reach 22.8 thousand subscribers. That is my goal for the end of June. I hope we can reach it, so subscribe and help me out with that. Don't forget to like and comment on the video. I always read the comments, and thank you guys for watching. Let's get on with it. So we're going to start off with the personal stuff. So I'm finally getting over my sickness. You can probably tell from my voice I'm sounding a lot better. Still got that stuffy nose, stuffy head kind of thing, but I'm doing a lot better. I hope the sickness stays gone. And Lark isn't showing any symptoms either, so he seems to be doing okay. I'm also planning on leaving Longhorns, my current place of work, in July, taking a few weeks off in August, and then I'm going to start substitute teaching once school starts back up. So that way I have a few weeks off where I can actually enjoy a vacation and then get right back down to work again. Also, speaking of work, I am planning a trip to Japan this coming spring. So, as in spring of 2023. I plan to go to Japan for at least 2 weeks and just visit. I'm not going there for work, I just want to go visit because it is still my goal, as of right now, to eventually teach English as a second language in Japan. And to do that, I want to make sure I actually have feet on the ground in Japan. I get used to the culture, get used to the place, and that way I can tell, yep, this is where God wants me. So that is a plan I'm making. Look forward to that this coming spring. I'll talk more about that once I have more and I better understand the situation there. Also, for speaking of Lark, as I did earlier, Lark is on summer break, so he'll be able to do more stuff for the channel, more Lark's Lamentations. He might even be able to do some live streams for you guys while I'm not around or I'm at work or something else is going on. So, hey, expect more from Lark. That'll be really cool. And, yeah, I think that's all there is to say personally. So let's move on to the stuff y'all really want to hear about. So, For Honor, starting off things with For Honor. The For Honor Year 6 Season 2 Warriors Den live stream is happening on Thursday of this week. So that would be the 9th, if I'm doing my math correctly. And I'll be live streaming it. I will be there to live stream that event. So join me on my live stream, watching their live stream, and we can all react together to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I think last time we did this, we had almost 200 people watching my stream. Let's see if we can meet that again. That'll be so awesome if we can reach that. But we'll see. Now, I am aware, people have been pointing this out to me. Hey, Raven, have you heard that there's a leak that there's going to be an Egyptian hero? Have you heard there's a leak about them being called a Magi and all that? Like, I've heard the leaks. I've seen the image. I know all about it. I'm not going to put it up here because the last guy who made it public, he got stricken for copyright. I'm not going to make that same mistake. But if the leaks are accurate, which I believe they are, and we're getting an Egyptian hero this coming season, I'm interested. I'm interested to see how they handle it. You know, I have some questions because Egyptians are still technically Bronze Age, and that's behind even the Vikings, who were Iron Age. So, I have some questions, but I look forward to seeing what they do. So, moving on from that, Raiders Heroes in History is being worked on and should be out sometime this month, as well as another Legends video. It looks like Takayama Shiro is finally winning. Looks like the Orochi will get his Legends video coming up, so expect that sometime this month as well. Now, one question that I want to ask you guys, though, are what are some For Honor content ideas you'd like to see me address right now? Because as we get closer to the end of the Heroes in History, the only thing I'll really be doing at that point is mostly just Legends videos. Because, let's face it, guys, I'm not like Marco Yolo or Slanderous, where I can break down mechanically the different aspects of the game and talk about why some characters work mechanically, some characters can't work mechanically. What are some stuff you'd like to hear me talk about in terms of For Honor so that I can keep making For Honor content? I don't want to stop making For Honor content, far from it. It's what I started doing. But I'm done with most of the analysis series until a new hero comes out, and I'm done with most of the Heroes in History. After I'm done with Raider, I'll just have Warlord to do, and then whoever this new hero is. And then I'm done with those, so I'd like to know what else you'd like to see me make in terms of For Honor content, so just let me know in the comments, and we'll see what we can do. Alright, so, done with For Honor. Moving on, Dead by Daylight. Not a lot to say about Dead by Daylight. Got a Nia Carlson video and a Nurse video that I want to make. I will at least make one of those this month. I don't know if I'll have enough time to make both, but believe me, I will try to get one out this month because I want to get Nia done. I've been talking about doing her for a while, but it's so hard, guys. I don't like Nia. I don't like her as a character. I don't like her as a personality. I don't like it. So, I will try, but we'll see. Moving on from Dead by Daylight, like I said, not a lot to say there. My writing. People have been saying, we love your writing, Raven. Well, I got some news for you. The Raven's Writing Room is coming out with a new episode. I haven't decided which one it's going to be, but I'm thinking about talking about romance at last. Romance is not a part of writing that I find myself to be particularly strong at. In fact, many people tell me that I'm kind of cliche, which could be its own Raven's Writing Room, talking about cliches. But I want to talk about romance to an extent, to talk about how to write it in a more believable way than at least I see some people doing it. So expect that sometime, hopefully this month, if not in July. Death Diary will be getting an update. I want to write another Death Diary entry. And Trojan Frost will be getting at least another chapter recorded, but it will be getting a chapter written, because I'm writing the next chapter for it, and Jay and I are super excited. In fact, Jay has said that he's drawing another picture for Trojan Frost pretty soon, and we will share that with you in time. So look forward to that. But that's what's going on in the writing world of Raven. So, moving on to Rainbow Six Siege. Okay, I don't make a lot of Rainbow Six Siege content. In fact, Rainbow Six Cringe only is updated whenever they make a new update to the game, and I look at it and go, what the heck are they thinking? But someone pointed out, what if I made content where I actually talk positively about the operators? Like, will I do videos where I actually talk about things that I like about Rainbow Six Siege, or maybe good operators? And I did try that once, but it didn't really go anywhere and people weren't all that interested, so I didn't really pursue it. But if y'all want me to do Rainbow Six episodes where I talk about good aspects of the game or good operators or something like that, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind doing it, but y'all gotta let me know y'all want to see that, because like I said, I've said this before many times, guys, I think the biggest strength that I have is I never run out of new ideas. I'm always coming up with new ideas, new things to talk about, new concepts, stuff like that. I'm never running dry on ideas, but the problem is I get overwhelmed when I have too many ideas going on at once. Because I have so many ideas, I may go a whole month without making a Death Diary or a Fantastical History or a For Honor video, and soon people are like, hey, aren't you doing this anymore? I have so many ideas, I can't possibly do them all at once, so I try to balance them out, and that sometimes means if someone isn't watching or one project isn't getting enough views, I have to let it die. I have to just leave it behind so I can focus on the ones that people will watch. So let me know. If you want to see me do more Rainbow Six content, hit me up in the comments so I know. Now, the other thing that y'all probably want to know about is the Assassin's Creed tier list. We've only just begun that. Y'all seem to respond very well to the first Assassin's Creed tier list video that Lark and I did, and you'll be happy to know the second one is being recorded. Yes, I have made my way through Assassin's Creed 2. We're going to be recording our thoughts on it hopefully tomorrow, and then we'll be working on the video, and it should be out sometime next week. And Brotherhood will follow soon after that. Now, for those who don't know how this is working, Lark and I are taking turns on each Assassin's Creed game, so that way we're always working on one of the games. Lark played Assassin's Creed while I worked on Assassin's Creed 2. Because I have the full Ezio trilogy on my PS4, I'm going to play Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelation. Meanwhile, Lark has already started playing Assassin's Creed 3, because that's a longer game and it'll take longer to get through. Then after he finishes Assassin's Creed 3, I'm going to play Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag. Meanwhile, he's going to play Assassin's Creed Rogue. After I do Black Flag, I'm going to do Assassin's Creed Liberations. I'll touch on it real quickly. It's a very short game, but I'll touch on it real quickly. And we may also do a little side thing where we talk about Assassin's Creed Chronicles. We're not excited about that, but we may mention it. We may do a brief mention of it, because we have a lot bad to say about it. Then after that, we'll go into the bigger Assassin's Creed games. I believe Lark plans to hit Assassin's Creed Origins. Then I will hit Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Then Lark will wrap us up with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And we will probably have the tier list mostly done by then. And if I'm missing any Assassin's Creed games, I'm sure someone will let me know in comments, or Lark will let me know later, and we will add those to the list. But that's what we've got planned right now. So look forward to us coming out with those sooner. It just takes time to play through the games, because it's not that we're trying to play through from beginning to end with the games. It's that we're trying to play through the games enough that we get a sense of how the game is supposed to go. Oh, I did forget one. Unity. I forgot Unity, and I also forgot Syndicate. But can you blame me for forgetting those two games? They're probably two of the worst in the series, so don't you worry none. We'll have a lot to say about those when the time comes. Now, moving on, response videos. I don't have a lot to say about response videos, but I do have two things I want to say. The first is that I'm always looking for good response video material, but I don't want to make too many in a row like I did with the Little Mermaid stuff. So if y'all find good response material, shoot it to me in Discord and I'll take a look at it, but I won't be doing it back to back to back to back, because I don't think that's a good idea. I need to branch out and kind of pace out those response videos. And also, okay, so I want to say this. I've been getting some backlash lately that I'm raging too much in my responses, or that I'm too angry, or that I sound like a fat, sweaty nerd, which is funny because I don't know how anger in a video projects weight. I don't know how that works. But regardless, I want to apologize if I come off as too hostile or angry. I've never seen anything wrong with being justifiably angry with something that's come out, but some people in Discord have reached out to me to say, hey man, we don't think you're being too angry, but it is a good thing that you want to keep yourself in check so that you don't come off as too angry. So thank you guys for your patience and fairness with me. I'll try to do my best in future response videos, so thank you guys so much for that. Now in the miscellaneous section, for all things that don't necessarily correlate with any of the others, Lark's Lamentations, his mini Lamentations, Hyuga Hilarity, is coming out very soon. He's actually working on the script right now for how he wants to write that out. It's going to be a little shorter, but he's made some very good points. I actually like a lot of what he's had to say about the Hyuga. He and I... We're not huge Naruto fans, so we had to do a lot of research on the Hyuga. So recognize that we're not coming at this with the lens of, oh, we love it so much. No, we actually are kind of like, this is a little cringe, son. So look forward to that. That's going to be really cool. I think he will have it out this month. The Prince of Egypt video series will be coming to an end hopefully this month. I am so sorry it's taking so long. It's taking a long time for me to get done with this last one for two reasons. Number one, mostly making sure that I'm biblically sound on everything that I say, and two, I've been kind of distracted with other projects, I'll be honest. And speaking of other projects, Fantastical History Fairies will be coming out hopefully in a few days. Me and Lark have been talking about it, and there's not a whole lot to say about it, so it'll probably be a shorter video, but it will be the beginning of Fantastical History's return from its long hiatus. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we come to the final part of the video. Now, in the past, I would usually do a rant here, or I'd do a story sharing time, and I might do some more of those in the future. But what I want to do is more of a question of the day kind of thing. Guys, I can't tell you how often I get questions, repeat questions, over and over and over again, like the same things every stinking time. And so I figure what I'll do in these monthly update videos is I will straight up answer at least one of those really big pressing questions that I get all the time. And the one that I want to answer today that I get a lot, since I bring up anime a lot in my videos, one of my questions is, what is your favorite anime? Like, what would you say your favorite anime is? Well, that's a great question. And I think there's no one anime that I love so much over the other that I would put it. I mean, probably One Piece would be up there. But if I were to think of another one, I might say for shonen anime, boy-based anime, it would be One Piece. One Piece would probably be my favorite there. It's so vast, it's so enjoyable, it's so hilarious, it's just really captured my heart. I could gush on it all day. In fact, I'm thinking about doing a series in the future where I break down the different Straw Hat members on a character level and just really gush on the show. And I don't mean to sound too much like a otaku or something there, but it's something that I really enjoy. As for shoujo, like a female-based anime, I haven't watched that many. I think there are two that I really did enjoy, and they were Fruits Basket and Ultramaniac. And if I had to pick one that I liked the most, it would be Ultramaniac. It would be the first one that I ever saw, so I'll give it that one. Ultramaniac probably wins that regard. Story of a little witch girl trying to practice her magic, and her popular friend is the only one who knows, and her magic keeps messing with the popular friend's life. It's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. You should definitely check it out if you haven't. Now, as for isekai, which is basically where, it's the story of, a modern-day guy being reborn into or being thrust into a fantasy or a gaming-style world, I'd probably have to say Rising of the Shield Hero. I have a lot of problems with isekai anime, and Rising of the Shield Hero is no exception. I have problems with that one too, but it is enjoyable enough, and I think that despite its problems, its many problems character-wise and writing-wise, it's still something that I can watch the first season of over and over again and still find some degree of enjoyment in it while watching it, so I'll give it that much at least. I haven't watched the season 2 yet. I don't really want to. It looks like it's going to be a lot of the same, but season 1 was good. Alright, so then, of course, your slice of life anime, there are two. There are two that I feel are tied for my heart. One is Recovery of an MMO Junkie. That one is just so enjoyable. It is so much fun to follow. It's the story of this woman, this woman in her 30s who's quit her job because of how stressful and difficult it was and has just become a NEET. She just spends all of her time on an MMORPG where she tries to escape her world. and make some friends on there, but that starts to impact her real life, and her actions on the MMORPG start to help her rebuild her real life, and it's a really fun anime. I enjoy it so much. You can't watch the first 2 episodes and not want to keep going. It's so much fun. The other one that I enjoy is one that's been out kind of recently and is still getting updated, Spy X Family. I don't know if you could count it as a slice of life or an action or what you'd call it. I'm not sure what you'd call that anime, but it's a lot of fun to follow. I will probably do a whole video just talking about why Spy X Family works. That will probably happen at some point. Sports anime, I don't really watch that many, so I can't. I think the only one I ever watched was Prince of Tennis, and I really didn't care for it that much. But not that they aren't good, it's just that I haven't watched enough of them. As far as horror anime goes, Hellsing Ultimate, I guess, is the one that I would count. It's kind of horrifying, it's kind of scary, it's got some bloody moments, so I'll count that one. Hellsing Ultimate is awesome. As for ecchi, kind of erotic, I don't watch a lot of those either. I try to avoid those if I can, but if I had to pick one, Everyday Life with Monster Girls is enjoyable. But the funny thing about that one is I don't enjoy it for the erotica stuff. I enjoy it because the girls are so entertaining, their personalities are so out there, and I kind of like the idea of studying the cultures, backgrounds, and biological struggles of these girls, like how they have to live, how they deal with stuff. Like, for example, I thought it was a very fascinating idea that Mero the mermaid would be interested in tragedy because of the divide between ocean and land, and how mermaids kind of fall in love with that kind of story of tragic love. I like the fact that harpies are kind of dumb bird brains who will forget things if they take more than 3 steps. That was funny. I thought it was funny that Mia sheds her skin sometimes, and when she sheds, it's very embarrassing for her, but it's something she deals with when she's stressed. So it's like, these are some creative ideas, and I thought that the show handled them well, but whenever it goes into the erotica stuff, it's kind of like, did you have to? That kind of thing. For fantasy, I gotta go Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer is, I'm sorry, I said it wrong. It's Goblin Slayer. If you ever watch the Goblin Slayer abridged, you'll get what I'm talking about. But for fantasy, Goblin Slayer is definitely up there. Top tier, excellent anime. I hope they come out with a season 2. I've heard they are, and I will be watching it. And as for science fiction, the last one, it's a tie for me. It's a tie between Cowboy Bebop, which it speaks for itself, and Ghost in the Shell. No, we're not talking about the live action movie because I haven't watched it. I didn't want to watch it because I'm always afraid whenever a live action anime movie comes out. I don't want to see it on principle. But Ghost in the Shell, the anime, pretty top tier, pretty solid. I enjoy that. Both Cowboy Bebop and Ghost in the Shell inspired me a lot in some of my writings. But anyway, guys, I hope that answered your question in a very long and thought out way. I hope you guys enjoyed this update video and the new format in which we're doing it. I really do think that this is a much better way, but let me know what you think in the comments section. Right now, Lark is over there working on dinner for us, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off here so that we can eat. And in the meantime, guys, don't forget to, like I said, subscribe, like, and comment. And I will see you in my next video, whenever and whatever that is. Take care.